G'day guys, it's Chris here, back again with you for Low Carb Life. In this episode we are making dill pickle jalapeno keto poppers, and they are freaking awesome with only 1.5 carbs each. So get stuck into them. Make them for your mum, she'll love you for them, and your dog if they don't work out so well. They're really good for watching the footy or whatever else you feel like doing with them. I recommend eating them. So grab your big dill pickle, and this works out well because I'm quite a big dill myself. So let's get into that. We're going to give it a good cut. Now I was having a bit of a laugh with the local baker the other day, and he gave me the secret to dill flavoured bread. And he said, you've really got to knead the dill dough. And which I thought was pretty funny, obviously, but his wife didn't, and well, he's in quite a pickle now. For our New Zealand viewers, I was wondering this the other day, what do you actually call a pickle that you got at a really cheap price over there? Because if I didn't know any better, I would have a guess and say you'd call it a pretty sweet dill. I'm going to be here all day, guys. As I said, I am kind of a big dill. Anyway, that's enough waffling on, guys. Let's get these cut in half and scrape out the guts. So grab yourself a bowl, and we're going to get our cream cheese and our cheddar cheese in there. And funny story, actually, this cheese reminds me of when all that election stuff was happening in the US. I'd sort of heard that one of President Trump's policies was the banning of all pre-grated cheese. And I thought that was pretty odd, but then it did end up clicking for me because he sort of kept going on about how he was going to make America great again. Anyhow, I'm getting a bit off topic. Anyway, in go the old red chili flakes. So guys, some people say that when a pepper is really small, it's a sign that it's very hot, but in reality, it's just a little chili. Give that a good mix there. And I've relabeled all the jars in my wife's spice rack, and I'm not in trouble yet, but the time is coming. And also, to the person who stole my spices, I hope you're happy, because you are living on borrowed time. Now guys, dry off your pickle, because you don't want that getting mushy. Now I'll tell you another story while we're waiting to dry and stuff our pickles. So I caught up with the Pope last year, and funnily enough we were talking about cheese again, and I found it very funny that his favourite kind of cheese was Swiss cheese. Now I immediately thought it was because it was extremely holy, but he swore black and blue that it was just because he liked the taste. What a funny fella. Now make sure you give these a generous stuffing, alright? We want plenty in there, but make sure it's not like Mount Kilimanjaro as well. We don't want it all falling out. Now we all know that bone density is no laughing matter. So guys, when I heard about the osteopath doctor bloke sort of bringing spare ribs to the potluck party, I was a bit shocked, but I did have a cheeky chuckle. But in all seriousness, guys, this recipe has plenty of calcium for those of you who need a top up. I've just had a thought while I've been working on the computer editing this video, and so all about computers and stuff. So I know for a fact that Steve Jobs invented Mac, but it just got me thinking, did he also invent cheese? This is a fact that we just may never know. So get your cooking rack once you've got them all stuffed, get a wire rack under there so we can keep the hot air circulating around these so they get nice and crispy. And then we're gonna start with our bacon wrapping. Get excited. Now this is definitely one of the more common ways to use bacon and one of my favorites. But I did see a really interesting recipe using dinosaur meat and bacon last when I visited Jurassic Pork. Now there is a reason why we haven't put a whole heap of salt in this as well, guys. Bacon is pretty well seasoned already, and we've got plenty of spices in there, and I do have a lot of experience in using a variety of spices. I guess you could say that I'm a seasoned veteran. Well now guys, we're coming to the end. I'm just about to wrap this up, but I couldn't do that obviously before they're cooked. So guys, while we're just finishing up the wrapping, make sure you do go and hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps. Then we're going to put them in the oven at around 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. And look at this. They are stunning. That is some seriously delicious, not quite jalapeno poppers, but get excited, guys. You'll finish off next to the whole plate yourself quite easily. So don't do that though. Now guys, just another quick tip for those of you playing at home. Give your poppers a bit of a rest after the oven because that cheese does get pretty runny occasionally, so worry about that if it runs on you. Well, that does us, guys. That is absolutely beautiful. Got a bit of a ranch dressing here for them, and they go really well together. Make sure, again, if you haven't yet, go and like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more punny antics.